看吧电影网，国内领先的高清影视门户网站，为您提供各类电影、电视剧、综艺、动漫最新大片等，更多免费在线视频，尽在看吧电影网。
美是成功的加分项，坏的医美暴殄天物，好的医美锦上添花。
视频面诊不用出门，下载新氧 APP， 立即连线医美、皮肤、齿科医生。
Previously on Homeland.
I hereby resign the presidency of the United States. Vice President Warner will be sworn in as president.
You're here to leverage Gulam, but you're asking about Russians.
Jesus, Mike, not you too. What the hell did they tell you?
That you tanked a polygraph.
Jalal, we don't want to stop the war. We're winning. That's the sun. Haqqani. But we never do. That's the head of the Taliban, saying enough of war.
Haqqani's tired of the fight, Abba. Direct talks with Berenson could lead to a breakthrough.
Now, any breakthrough must be controlled by us and not the United States.
Or prevented from happening in the first place.
Berenson خبال جمنا براكرا.
سوسم فكر كوم كدايا وجال داي.
يلا.
Pakistani intelligence may know we're here. They're gonna hit the convoy.
Thank God. You're alive.
The World Trade said that tower number 1 is on fire.
I missed something once before. I can't let that happen again.
An American prisoner of war has been turned.
You're a disgrace to your nation, Sergeant Nicholas Brody. You're a traitor and a terrorist. And now it's time you pay for that. Are you accusing me of something?
Really to not remember.
Remember what?
We may be dealing with a compromised officer here.
You had a relationship complicated enough to lie about it.
Yeah, it's complicated. I lost 7 months of my life to my Russian handler.
Is our strategy working?
And you will become the focus of an investigation that will define the rest of your life.
That not every problem in the Middle East deserves a military solution.
Because this whole country went stupid crazy after 9/11.
Carrie, you're not yourself.
I'm still putting the pieces together.
Please, God, tell me you haven't.
Is there no fucking line?
I believe you. No one else will.
I thought you were going to thank me.
For what?
Handing you Samira Nori.
That was you?
Come on, don't play dumb. Why are you looking at me like that?
Stay.
I can't.
Please don't leave me.
I have to go.
Stay. Don't go. No, 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 no. No, no. You can't leave me here. You can't leave me here. Don't go. Don't go.
Mr. Vice President?
David, just catching up on this Berenson mess. Anything new?
We'll find out when the president finishes talking to General Ryan.
What a clusterfuck.
Yeah, you leave Washington for 36 hours, look what happens. You were just in Columbus, right?
Well, Joe, wish you played Michigan. The game. Frank Gillette and I haven't missed one since we graduated. May not have gone to Princeton, but we know how to have a good time.
Thank you all for getting here on such short notice and such a late hour. General Ryan has been in contact with the Taliban delegation in Doha, and they've confirmed that Saul Berenson is their prisoner. Despite our intel implicating the ISI, Haqqani is convinced we were behind the attempt on his life, and he's threatening to kill Saul at the first sign of a rescue.
Well, I realize I was out of town when all this was decided, but what in the hell was the National Security Advisor thinking?
He was trying to facilitate a breakthrough in the negotiations.
How many red lights are we gonna let this guy run? He's a keen holdover anyway. I say fire his ass.
Well, I don't know, Ben. Shouldn't we try to get him back first?
HQ wants to keep a low profile, nothing that can draw attention. Come in. Glad you're not leaving without saying goodbye.
I'm not leaving. Not yet, anyway.
I'm fairly certain I signed a travel memo. You're due back in Germany this evening.
Hey, Alan, give us a minute, will you?
Sure.
Yevgeny Gromov is here in Kabul. Aren't you all curious what he's up to?
Whatever it is, we can't touch him. Orders from on high, no contact, no officer access, not even at arm's length.
No, I'm aware. He contacted me. Last night at the club, he put himself in front of me, said he was the one who gave us the lead on Samira Nouri.
Any idea why he would do something like that?
It's hard to say for sure, but I think we're obligated to find out, don't you?
You realize we're going to need consent from headquarters to follow up.
Not necessarily. Not if we wait for him to reach out again.
Are you so sure he will?
He already has. Twice, in secret. And clearly, there's something on his mind. Since when is this even a debate? Russian intelligence is knocking on our door.
It's more complicated than that, and you know
Yeah, it's complicated. I lost 7 months of my life. You look me in the eye and tell me I don't get a shot at some operational payback.
I guess I could fail to report the contact last night. And call the next one if it happens a chance encounter.
It's a good plan. Finally getting the hang of this job.
48 hours. If he's not in touch by then, you're on your way back to Germany.
Fair enough.
It wasn't us. If it was, you'd be dead. Arrogant as ever. I was on the street trying to save you. Your men saw me.
My men are dead.
They were murdered by the ISI.
You couldn't have known about our meeting because I did not tell them.
Well, someone did. Someone you confided in. Someone you trust. You have a traitor in your camp.
Enough.
You read my letter. I took as big a risk coming here as you did.
Enough!
Your death would have served me no purpose. The opposite.
Don't worry. Any doubts about your leadership will be resolved at the Shura.
What makes you so sure?
They remember what your father forgot. That without me, there is no Taliban.
Mai tu al muzaimat Makawa.
Stoplarda.
زما پلار دا څنګه امکان لري هغه په خار کې وژل شو
مونږ هم داسې سوچ کوو مګر هغه ژوندی پاتې شو د خدای شکر وباسه
مننه زیاده قوم زره Hello?
Jalala,
Lara, رختيا تي?
speak English so we're not understood.
Ahmadullah said there was an assassin sent by the Americans. He told me you were dead.
My men went ahead as a precaution. 4 are murdered.
Thank God you're alive.
Khudara Shukr. The danger isn't over. You must come at once.
Where are you now?
With our cousins, north of Peshawar.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Zirsha.
He wants me by his side.
Then you must go to him.
What if he thinks it was me?
You have to convince him otherwise.
You'll figure it out.
Not if you keep your wits about you. You and I are the only ones who know.
And what about this meeting? The one we're having right now. You'll find out about that for sure.
Then tell him the truth. Tell him I came to talk to you about consolidating your power in the wake of his death. Your time will come, Jalal. Until then, you need to be your father's son.
Change keywords. National Security Advisor. Hostage. Ransom. Search.
Fucking freaks! What the hell are you guys?
Chill out! Joe, he's going to the fire base. He just needed a hardcore hit. Sorry, man, I had to.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not your fucking Buddha!
Don't say that. You're gonna jinx it.
Oh, yeah? I just got my boss taken prisoner. How fucking lucky is that?
I'm Carrie Matheson. I was told something was dropped off for me.
Of course, ma'am.
زي خدای شکر رضا ستا پلار منتظر دی
Clara.
Jalala.
هر څونه زه شو راغلم پلاره
مننه موږ سره خیانت شوې ده
ما درته وویل چې امریکا سره اعتبار مه کوه
لومړی ما سوچ وکړ چې هغوی هم خو اوس ډاډمن نه یم
امریکایان نه دي زه پوه نه شلم
داسې خبره نه ده
څه معنا
زه دغه سړی پیژنم سول برنسن یو جاسوس ده نه لقاتي
پلاره سول برنسن یو کسبي دروغجن دی
بیا هم
که برنسن نه بیاسوگ
ياسوق خدخ بلغة تيل بورا د سولي جوريان ورانوي
لا پلار زه نوم ما خپل مخالفت ستا پلانونه سره چانه نه دي پټ کړي
دا رښتیا ده تا نه ده کړې
او هغه غدار چې تور پسې ګرځي هغه به دونه باجرات نه وي
هغه مونږ له تا
او
Contact was made the same way as before. Kid on a bike passes a message to one of the contractors guarding the perimeter.
Just an address?
And a time, 06:30 tomorrow morning.
5200 Asmai Road.
That's the Abdul Khan Mosque, just across the street from the Ministry of Finance.
The handwriting's a match. There's no reason to believe this is anybody but him.
It's an odd choice for a rendezvous, though.
Not if you're considering coming over to our side.
Is that what you think? That Yevgeny Gromov is recruitable?
I'm beginning to. I mean, first the unsolicited help with Gulam, and now this.
Huh. It's Kabul, Carrie. You're gonna need backup regardless. What do you think, 3 teams on foot?
Minimum, plus a rotation of vehicles.
You might as well put me back on the plane to Germany then.
Come on, Carrie. You know I can't let you hunt alone on this one.
He'll be watching. He'll make our people in 2 seconds, and if he's the least bit skittish, the chance will be lost. Hey, it's your station, Mike. It's your call. You know what I would do.
If we think she was compromised in Russia,
Why would we give her the go-ahead to meet with a Russian?
I think I just answered my own question to get her to incriminate herself, right?
Right. Which is how come I was pushing so hard for backup. We need eyes and ears on her the whole time. What about a bug?
What about it?
Any chance you could slip one into her purse?
Carrie's purse?
Yeah.
Highly unlikely.
Not buying the friendship routine, huh?
No, she is. We're just not braiding each other's hair yet.
Parabolic it is, then. Tell her 1 team in a van, parked where no one can see.
ما درنه پرېږده مونږ باید خبرې وکړو
خبره وکړه
دغه امریکایي ستا پلار لیونی کوي
برنسن دلته دی
و ستا پلار تا ته نه وویل دغه امریکایي د هغې مغز زهرجنوي خپل خاینو خبرو سره نن سهار هغه ما باندې تومټ وکړو او اوس فکر کې چې ته
زه
څو شېبې مخکې د اغېز نه راغلم ما نه وپوښتل که تا په تېرو 2 میاشتو کې د ایسا استخباراتي افسرونو سره لیدنې کړې وې
تا ورته څه وویل
ما ورته وویل چې دا چتیات دی چې تا هېڅکله داسې کار نه کوي سبا هغه نو موږ به دواړه ووژني چې خپل ځان وژغوري
زه چاره کومه ځه ته وځه ډېر وخت پاته شوی
Hello?
Tasneem.
Who's this?
It's Jalal.
What the hell are you doing?
We have a problem.
You're on an open line. I've told you never to call me on an open line.
Tasneem. Tasneem.
څنګه شو
Temersu ونیول
Mind if I join?
Not at all.
You ever sleep?
Is it that obvious?
You're never in your room. I'm right next door, walls are like paper. So, what happens tomorrow?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Let's say Yevgeny asked to defect. What's the procedure?
That he won't do.
Why not? I thought you said...
I said he was a candidate for recruitment, not defection. The last thing a field guy like Yevgeny wants is a new identity in a condo in Scottsdale.
You know him better than anybody, I guess.
Is that what Mike told you?
No, I just assumed.
Don't assume. What has he told you?
Not much.
Come on.
Your long stay in Russia raised some flags.
You spying on me, Jenna? Mike send you up here to take my temperature?
No.
I've met Yevgeny Gromov exactly 5 times in my life. 2 of those times have happened right here in Kabul over the past few days. Now, for all I know, he's staging this whole event just to throw more shade on me and do what he does best. Spread rumor and innuendo, divide us against ourselves.
Why even agree to meet with him then?
Because I could be wrong. He could just as easily be the genuine article.
How are you gonna know which it is?
That's the thing, you never really do. Not 100% anyway.
You're free to go. No one will stop you. Wait! Wait! What's happened? What is this place?
Batombai. It means where the clouds end. My father used to bring me here. That's where I grew up, at the end of the valley.
Afghanistan.
My unlucky country. It was Jalal who tried to have me killed. He's the youngest of my 4 sons, the only one who's still alive.
Yes, I know.
I was hoping for something more for him than war and death.
It's not too late.
Anybody else would be dead already.
Surely you can make an exception for your own child.
Not without compromising my command. No. The only other option is to step down.
Don't do that.
Maybe it's time. Some have said as much. There are many who would take my place.
None who have the power or influence to end the war.
You overstate my standing.
Is that why they call you the Arrow of God?
I'm just a man.
Then you are a man like Faisal was to the Saudis, Kemal to the Turks.
Where the fuck is he?
Still no sign.
He's 15 minutes late. Any chance he made you?
We're pretty hidden up here.
Any chance she made you and warned him?
I don't see how. We've been on her since she got out of the taxi. Hasn't even looked up in our direction.
Stand by.
Standing by.
Ratavi.
No, Clara, قسم خدا.
Kya war biyadi darukwa yel wajnam di.
Clara, هيلكم لحسنوا من علاقة تبرق قسمكم هيلكم Clara.
لا ما جزاي خبلا خبر وقرا.
دول كورمخ كده شر بعلماء.
ما تاريختي بابا يخاي شدي بابا خون.
رختیا داده Clara. چې ته یو بوډا کمزور سړی شوی او تا نه لاره ورکه شوې ده بیا مو امریکایانو سره وړې خبرې کې
ما ته غوږ ونیسه جلاله Jalal, listen to me. Another Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan will be never won on the battlefield.
You don't know that. How can you say that?
The West won't allow it, no matter what the ISI is telling you.
And we will outlast them, Father. We will outlast them.
No. No. We are just strong enough never to lose, and just weak enough never to win.
So you've decided. What choice do I have but to accept your decision?
You could do it as a good soldier and a good son.
At the end of a rope, with a gun to my head.
what you say now, Jalala? Will you join me on this new path?
I will try. Father. For you.
خانم.
Sir?
زتر وصاكي فتارتيانو.
Lara.
Nervosa. Nervosa. Etrafı kan saçıntı.
Clara, Zanoma.
ينور بيد روح واي.
Dol Ayasayu.
Tu itata tsamana ne di Jalala. Dachi yauraz be amir şey. Cevap bırak. Abisa.
Hona makam halat kar kare. Ula, Clara. Ya to pamay tabar lare. Ya na lare. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد اللهم إني لك صمت وبك آمنت وعليك توكلت وعلى رزقك افترت قل يا الكافرون لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم
Lera Mobasa! Asarak Pandila Kaspai Wachawa!
خيمان مرشي بلالا بخيمان مرشي
Come. We have much to discuss.
Another 10 minutes and I'm calling it.
Copy that.
Well?
I don't buy it. Why make the whole thing up?
Because she didn't want to go back to Germany.
Look at her. She's just as bummed he didn't show as we are.
It's an act. She must know we're watching her, or at least suspect.
That doesn't make her a liar. She reported the contact, didn't she?
What the hell?
Mike, look.
Right on cue.
You do?
The minute I read the time and place.
Your people, do they know?
I do now.
Are you getting this? I can't make out a word they're saying.
Negative. Problem is, we're in right out of Wallace Sound.
Fix it. We're trying.
Where are we going?
We'll talk by the phone. I want to make double sure they can't hear us.
What's so amusing?
She's admiring your tradecraft.
What do you want?
Come on, admit it. You're a little pleased to see me.
You know, pleased isn't the first word that comes to mind.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. Apology is in order. I didn't mean to live your life like that.
It was crowded. I assumed you didn't want to be seen.
No, not at the bar in Moscow. At the asylum. I'm sorry I left you alone at that place.
So what was Samira Nouri then? Penance?
Yeah, sort of.
And Roshan Shadman?
Who's that?
Tied to a truck, dragged through the streets of Ghazni to his death?
Sorry, I don't know who that is.
Tell that to his widow, to his 12-year-old child.
Look, I can see you're angry, but I had nothing to do with that.
Well, forgive me, but you're full of shit. Don't think I don't know what you're really doing.
You're wrong. I really was trying to just pick up where we left off.
All right, whatever that means.
You really do not remember?
Remember what? Remember what?
I saved your life. For one thing. You were trying to hang yourself with a rope made from your bed sheets. Haven't seen you in months. I got there. By pure luck. If I was there a minute later, just a minute later, you would have been gone. And after that, I managed to get you back on your meds for a couple of weeks. There was a birch forest right near the hospital. You really liked walking there. It's true. Turns out we had a lot to talk about.
Really? Like what?
Like your relationship with Nicholas Brody.
Tell me something you didn't just read in my file.
You had a daughter with him, Franny. You slipped her head underwater in the bottom. There was a moment when you actually considered drowning your own child.
And now they aren't saying a word. Fuck.
I have to go.
How much of what they did say are we gonna be able to recover?
I'm not sure. I'll get the techs working on it once we're back at the station.
Make it a first priority.
David.
Mr. President?
We may have caught a break. Haqqani released Saul a little over an hour ago.
What happened?
It turns out Haqqani's son was an ISI asset. They promised him keys to the kingdom.
If he killed Daddy?
Something like that.
Does this mean Daddy might be willing to negotiate after all?
Looks that way. I need you to talk Saul through some of the stickier points of the deal, just in case. He's got to know where he can compromise, where to hold the line. He's expecting your call.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, David?
Last night, I asked the vice president about an unscheduled trip to Columbus. He said he was there for a football game with Frank Gillette.
So?
So he neglected to mention that every other major donor in the country was also there. It was a who's who of heavy hitters.
He's fundraising for his side. Not much we can do about that.
Or positioning himself.
Positioning himself?
Well, you're aware Ohio voters approved a proposition to move up the state's primary. They're now number 2 in line after the Iowa caucuses.
No vice president has ever challenged a sitting president, David.
No vice president's ever been from the opposing party. Not for 150 years, anyway. Look, the country was tearing itself apart. You reached across the aisle to bridge the divide, but those fault lines run deep. They're still active. And Ben Hayes is in the perfect position to exploit them.
Has he put a pole in the field?
Not yet.
Let me know when he does.
Everything we've talked about so far falls apart without a timeline for Taliban disarmament.
We disarm when there are no more foreign troops in Afghanistan.
National Unity Government will never accept that order of events, and neither will the United States. If you're serious about a political settlement, first you must agree to a mechanism for decommissioning your weapons.
What do I get in return?
A lot. Amnesty for your fighters, guaranteed positions in the new government, and a clean break from the Pakistan military, who's held you hostage all these years. You also gain the power of legitimacy. No longer identified as a terror organization, you can start to enjoy the comforts of political privilege. Your good friends in Saudi Arabia looking to fund the movement can do so legally. Your wealth and influence will actually grow and expand.
Sometimes I'm thinking, I just want to go home while I still can.
That too.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree.
We have a deal then.
You and I known each other a long time. I'm counting on you to make sure America lives up at its end of the bargain.
And will.
Then, yes. We have a deal.
And you'll declare an immediate countrywide ceasefire as we discussed.
Starting tomorrow morning.
What's wrong?
I'm worried I made a mistake with Jalal.
By letting him go.
By not putting his head in the bag and sending it to his fighters in the field as a warning.
Hey, what's this?
What's it look like?
You seen this, Sarge?
For Christ's sakes, leave the man alone.
You can't be serious, bro.
I'm on a chopper back to Bagram in a couple hours.
No way. What about the Pakistan Border Patrol and the airwaves?
That's all on automatic collection now.
What about your boss? He's still out there somewhere. You can't just give up on him.
He's been released.
When?
This morning.
That's fucked up.
So, relax. You're gonna give yourself a stroke. Get over it.
You get over it. Haven't you noticed? Dude's been here a week. Not a single IED, RPG, mortar, rocket, sniper, nothing.
I'm not saying it ain't weird.
It's weirder than weird. We shouldn't even be talking about it.
Well, nobody's going anywhere anyhow.
How's that?
We got some weather coming in.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna get nasty. All air traffic in the mountains is grounded. Usually it takes a couple days to clear.
Thank you, God. Thank you.
Come on.
Where?
Baronson's been waiting for you.
Saul's here?
In the skiff, talking to the president. Apparently, there's been a breakthrough in the negotiations.
Government's in the process. Without that, we wouldn't even be here.
Is that you, Miss Matheson?
It is, sir.
Glad you could join us. And it's nice to finally meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Carrie.
David?
We were just discussing next steps. To catch you up, Hassan Makhani has agreed in principle to the terms and timelines laid out in the Doha framework.
Not only that, he's committed to a ceasefire. That should buy us some time to hash out the outstanding issues.
One of which is to sell this peace to the American people.
Well, I think the prospect of ending our longest war would enjoy broad support.
Well, not when it's twisted into a partisan issue made to look like we're capitulating to terrorists.
Seeing as you were one of the architects of the policy, we thought you might have some ideas.
Well, I can tell you what Elizabeth Keene was planning to do. Get out in front of the debate. Come here to Afghanistan and make the case directly to the men and women who put their lives on the line every day.
You're talking about taking a secret trip? Making a surprise announcement?
Followed by a joint press conference with President Daoud at the Ark Palace. I'm just saying, win over the military and you're halfway there. It also has the benefit of good optics. Flying into a war zone, rallying the troops, and not looking anything remotely like surrender.
Sounds like you've made this argument before.
I have, sir.
Well, I appreciate the bluntness. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like a few minutes alone with my national security advisor.
Yes, sir.
Saul, Carrie.
Thank you, David. Talk to me, Saul.
Well, sir, it's the best part you've already heard.
Hey, slow down. What's the hurry?
I want to write up the contact with Yevgeny while it's still fresh.
Where'd you disappear to?
I'm sorry?
If you're so eager to write up the contact, where'd you go afterwards? You were off the grid for more than 90 minutes.
I was walking.
Walking?
It wasn't so easy seeing him again, if you must know. I went up to the university to clear my head.
You said he was recruitable. Is he?
Just give me an hour, and you'll have the entire conversation verbatim.
It's a simple question, Carrie. Yes or no?
He's feeling underappreciated, okay? He and Mirov were demoted for letting us get Simo Martin out of Moscow. We made them look pretty damn silly.
He said that?
Not in so many words, but he did call Afghanistan the penalty box.
Well, that doesn't sound unpromising.
Provided it's not all some grand deception.
Where'd you leave it?
In his court. Either way, I don't think I should be getting on a plane anytime soon.
How about we talk after I read the report?
Sure.
Matheson?
Yes?
Come with us, please.
Who are you?
Military police, ma'am.
My good friend, President Daoud, has agreed to negotiate for peace. Time for you to come home.
They expect us to stand here and applaud the result.
Pietrovsky? Yes? That's your right.
Taliban.
Target's 2 o'clock. You're clear to engage.
美是成功的加分项，坏的医美暴殄天物，好的医美锦上添花。
视频面诊不用出门，下载新氧 APP， 立即连线医美、皮肤、齿科医生。